be going through the particulars of sale and special conditions in the section 32 before I ask for your competitive bidding, ladies and gentlemen. This morning, ladies and gentlemen, the AG's no denied real estate of 4B36 Bell Street in Yarra Glen. The vendor, ladies and gentlemen, is people Rosalind Sampson, the executor for the estate of Gordon, Barry, Charlton and the estate. The vendor's legal representative is GE Law Services in Glen Waverley, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we're auctioning 240 Long Gully Road, Healesville, Victoria 3777. Also known on the certificate of title reference volume number 8759, folio 862. Also being lot 3 on plan of subdivision 83197. Today, ladies and gentlemen, the goods sold with the property are all fixed floor coverings, window furnishings, lighting, and nature as expected, excluding the pump, ladies and gentlemen. The pump does not stay with part of the sale. I'll make that very clear. The pump is excluded from today's sale. The terms, ladies and gentlemen, 10% deposit hereof, and the balance due in 60, 90 or 120 days time is settlement. Sorry, minimum 90 days, just instructions from the vendor, minimum 90 days or 120 days. Just want to make that clear, so the minimum is now 60 days, 90 days, sorry. I just want to read out a special condition, ladies and gentlemen, the contract representations 5.1. The vendor makes no representations in relation to the condition of the property and or any fixtures and chattels included in the contract. The purchaser relies on the purchaser's own inquiries, inspections and accept the property fixtures and chattels in their current condition. The vendor makes no representation of services referred in the vendor statement adequate to the purchase of proposed use of the property. The provision of services may change between the day of sale and the contract and settlement date or payment of the balance of the price, and the vendor makes no representation that the provision of the services will remain the same between the day of sale, the contract and settlement date of payment of the balance of the price. The purchaser may be responsible for the connection and or transfer any services to the property and or bear costs associated in such connection and transfer, and I'll explain that a bit later as we get to the section 32. And the vendor makes no representation regarding any building approvals, building permits, certificates of final inspection and applicable. The vendor may not hold copies of the building permits and certificates of the final inspection. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're bidding here today and your partner or a company you haven't set up, you're allowed to use your nomination clause. However, you sign in the contract, you'll be responsible for that contract signing, and you've got to nominate that person within 14 days. If you're buying here today, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of a company, you'll also be asked to sign personal guarantees which are attached to the contract of sale as a guarantor for that particular company. Ladies and gentlemen, one other condition I'd like to read out: the addendum of landing general conditions. An omission or mistake of description of the property or a deficiency in the area, description or measurements of the land does not invalidate the sale. The purchaser may not make any objection or claim for compensation of any alleged misdescription of the property or any deficiencies in areas of measurements, or require the vendor to amend title, pay the cost of amending title. Ladies and gentlemen, obviously we've all inspected the property, or we'll go through the section 32 regarding the services first. In the section 32, power and phone are available, they're not connected, there's no lights. If you turn them on, you need to ring a retail to connect it, and I want to make that very clear. The power and phone are available, but not connected. Obviously bottled gas out here, ladies and gentlemen. There's no natural gas available in the street, nor there is sewage. It's on a septic tank. Regarding the water, there is a private trunk line tap-in with Yarra Valley Water to the aqueduct. Be aware that it's not treated water. You obviously can't drink it. It's only used for stock purposes only. If you wanted fresh rainwater, you'd have to put tanks to the property to collect fresh rainwater. So I make that very clear. Title, ladies and gentlemen, is lot 3 on plan of subdivision 083197. It's known as 4.08 hectares or 10.08 acres approximately in the measurements. The outgoings, ladies and gentlemen, we have displayed them up here as well. The council rates are $2,575, and that includes the fire levy mark. The Yarra Valley Water rates are $14.12 per quarter, and that's for the drainage fee along the road. Under the council zoning, ladies and gentlemen, it's Green Wedge Schedule 5. It has got the cultural heritage overlay and obviously the bushfire prone area, which I think is just about a lot of the Shire these days. And regarding to the building approvals, there's no such building approvals have been issued in the last 7 years. Before I ask for your competitive bidding, ladies and gentlemen, as an auctioneer, I've got to go by certain auction rules that have been displayed here behind me. The auctioneer will say, schedule for the auction There is all co-owners bid or vendor bids apply. So some, but not all co-owners may bid and vendor bids. The auctioneer will say the auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The vendor will have a reserve price. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for the property after the property is being knocked down to the successful bidder. As the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request, the law prohibits false bids and prohibits major disruptions by bidders and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding and provides fines for this conduct. One or more, but not all vendors or their representatives intends to make a bid to purchase the land. The rules permit vendor bid. I, only the auctioneer, can make the vendor bid on behalf of the vendor who is not bidding to purchase the land. The words I will use during the auction to indicate I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor is a vendor bid. Ladies and gentlemen. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm in your hands, 10% deposit, settlement 90 or 120 days. It doesn't matter where we start, it's where we finish. Can I suggest an opening bid anywhere? I've got 400 here. Just, ladies and gentlemen, can you please hold your numbers up so we can see who they are? Number 10, have 425. I've got 700,000. Welcome to the bidding. That's 700,000, I'll take
725.
725, thanks Peter, at 725,000. Sorry? 730. That's 730.
750.
At 750. The bid's over here at 750,000. Sorry? 55. At 760. At 760, the bid's here, you're out here. 65. 70. At 770,000. 75. At 775,000, the bid's here on the left, you're out here on the right. At 775,000. 780, new blood. At 780,000. 800, I've got new people in the middle. At 800,000, I'll take another 5 anywhere. 805, 810, 810,000, 815, at 815,000, the bid's here at the front. At $815,000, 820 here. 825, 825, the bid's back here. At 825,000, the bid's here. 840, at 840,000, the bid's here on the left. At 840,000, 845, 840, new blood out the right. At $850,000 here. You're out here and you're out here. At $850,000, 860. At $860,000, the bid's here on the left. At $860,000, yes. 65. At 865,000, 880. 85. 885,000, the bid's here on the right. You're out here. 900,000 we have. At $900,000, the bid's right here. At $900,000, for the first time, at $900,000, the bid's right here. Make no mistakes, you're out here and you're out in front. At $900,000. 910. 910. At 910, new bidding. At 910, 910 here. Sorry. 950,000, the bid's out here. At $950,000, the bid's here on the left, new blood. At 950,000, I'll take another 10 off you. At 950,000, it's on the market, Ben. Are we selling? Yep. It's on the market, we're playing for keeps. I'm not going to refer to the vendor. At 950,000, the bid's here on the left. I'll take a $5,000 rise anywhere. At 955. Number, sorry. 26. At 955, 960. 965, 970. At 970, the bid's right here. You're out here. At 970,000. At 970,000, the bid's right here. At $970,000, you're all out here on the right. At $970,000, 75. At 980.
Oh, Jesus. It's going to make $1 million.
Going against the owner. At $985, $1 million. At $1 million, the bid's right here. $1,000,005. At $1,000,005 here. I'll do the same for you. $1,000,010. At $1,000,010. $1,000,015. $1,000,020. At $1,000,025. At $1,000,025, you're out here. 30. $1,000,030, you're out here. At $1,000,030, you're out here. At $1,000,030. $1,040. At $1,040. At $1,040, you're out here. At $1,040, the bid's right here. You're out here on the right. At $1,050. At $1,050. At $1,050, you're out here on the right. At $1,050. You're out here. Out in front. At $1,050. No, the bid's with you. 60. At $1,060, you're out here. Bid here at $1,060. At $1,080, get back on the right. You're out here. At $1,080, you're out here. At $1,080. The first, 90. At $1,090. Make it 1.1. 1.1 it is. At 1.1. Bid here on the right at $1,100,000. $1,105. At $1,105, bid back here on the left. I'll do the same for you against the bidders. At $1,105 here, you're out here, please. At $1,105, 10. At $1,115. At $1,115,000, 20. At $1,125. At $1,125, bids here, you're out on the left. Right. 1,125 bids here in front. You have another one, 30, 35. At 1,135,000 bids here, 40. At 1,140 bids out the back. At 1,140 bids here, 45. Add it off. At 1,145 bids here, 55. At 1,155. At 1,155 bids here. At
Like cold
$1,155,000.
water. Water. I've got a cold water in
No,
that.
it's all
Copies
right.
on the market will be sold at 1,155,060. At 1,160,000 bids here in front. At $1,160,000. You're all out. No other bidders down here on the right.
1,160,000.
At 1,165.
It's unbelievable.
1,175, sorry, 1,175. You're out here in front. At 1,180. At 1,180. At 1,180,000 bids in front. At $1,180,000.
I know.
That's already passed that. 1.2. 1.2. At 1.2 fees, that's correct. At 1,200,000 bids on the right, you're out here in front. At $1,200,000. Bids here on the right, you've been a good bidder. At 1,200,000 bids here on the right, you're out here in front. At $1,200,000. For the first time, I won't be taking any bids after the fall of the hammer. At $1,200,000. For the first time, at $1,200,000. There's no other bidding from $1,200,000. We all silent at $1,200,000 for the second time. I'll give you time. You can have another bid at $1,200,000. When I drop that hammer, that's all over. At $1,200,000, the bid's out the right. For the third and final time, at $1,200,000. Sold. Congratulations, Jonah. Thank you everybody for attending the auction today. Please,
Oh, Peter, what are you going to do with your dog?
Pop your bottle of water as you go. Please,
Got it.